Well, I don't know what was going on then. For some reason, the hard drive wasn't being detected by my MacBook, even though it was plugged in and it was turned on. And I had it set up no differently to any other weeks, and normally when that's happened in the past, it means that the hard drive's ended up getting corrupted. So then I've got to, like, repair it using some software that I've got, which takes a while, and it's irritating, so thank God that's not the case. But when I loaded everything back up, the bloody software crashed to start streaming. So that's why I'm a few minutes late. Bit annoying. So I was ready to go, and then I saw that the hard drive wasn't being detected, and I'm like, well, that's odd. Let me restart everything quickly. So restarted it, and then it were getting picked up. And then the software crashed, which, brilliant start. Welcome, Grim, by the way. Mikey is not 40. Let me just make sure everything's alright. It should be. Welcome if you just joined us. Another boring week, I think, this week, so yeah. We're still about 5 weeks away from any news that we're going to be getting. Fishman, welcome. So yeah, I've not really seen anything happening on GTA during the week. I've not really been playing, and people that I've spoken to, I think they're finding the game boring, and if anybody's been playing, they've probably been doing the same things that they've been doing for the past 3 years now on the game. Let me just click on my GTA list on Twitter. See, in the GTA list, I see more Red Dead Online news, because the people that cover GTA Online also cover Red Dead Online. I see more Red Dead Online news. So the last thing we saw was last week on the 29th about Motor Wars being triple caching RP until 2nd of June, which is weird. So what's going to be happening today? But yeah, it's 5 weeks away until E3, by the way, so that's why. And Take-Two said they were going to be at E3, so I imagine they've got some news for the upcoming version of GTA Online and GTA in general, the next gen version. So we've got five more weeks to wait until we see any news on that. Which, by the way, in 5 weeks' time, it will be, I think, 53 weeks or so. About that time since they actually revealed the next gen version, and we've had no news until then. So we've had to wait, or we will have had to wait, over a year to get news on it. Which I find, I don't know, they could have shared with us a few screenshots, especially around this sort of year, while there's nothing really going on in the game. I mean, it's 5 weeks away, they could drop gameplay in 5 weeks' time. And leading up every week or so, there could be showcasing some new features or something in a screenshot, just, I don't know, building hype. God knows, but they've not done anything really. It's just annoying now because it's gone on for so long and you've had no news about it, and people are still guessing about what sort of features are going to be coming out. It's 50. You were asking about that, and I tried looking in Elite's chat for how that thing started, but I couldn't find it. He's 20, he's not 20. He wishes he were 20. Anyway, yeah, there's nothing to do in the game. There's nothing to do in the game. Which, by the way, let me tell you this. We were on about, what was it? We were on about, this is Call of Duty last week, weren't we? Warzone, remember? I have never, honestly, there is so many people cheating in that game. It's unbelievable. I'm not even kidding. I've never died so many times and just thought, well, that's a bit suspect. I've got some clips I would show you, but yeah, Warzone's definitely a game to avoid, especially if you're going to end up in the top matchmaking brackets, because everyone just ends up cheating. Like, people's tracking on that game and just following the targets. It's pixel perfect, and there's no way you're aiming at somebody and your tracking's going to be pixel perfect. There's no way. So they're cheating. And then you feel like a lot of people have got warlocks as well. I know there's UAVs and heartbeats and stuff on that game, but the amount of times like you see people on kill cam, they don't check the angles, they know exactly where you are, and it's like they're looking at you through the wall before they've gone round the corner. And they've not heard you from the audio either. But yeah. I don't know. I've played Call of Duty since what 2003. I want to say 2003, 2004, that sort of time. Yeah, I were only playing single player back then. Yeah, I might have only been 4 and 5, but I've never seen anybody. I've never seen people track and aim like they do on Warzone. In all my time playing Call of Duty, I'm just saying that. If people could play like that on controller, on Call of Duty, for all these years, why have I not seen it already? People tracking like mad. Anyway, I just thought I'd mention that because yesterday there were so many cheaters on it, and I remember last week we were on about it as well. He's not 50 either. Alright, 60. He's one shot. Oh, that clip. Yeah, I was just some idiot though, that. You get that there on a lot of games, like, they'll call you out as one shot, and it's like, mate, you barely hit me. And they know they barely hit him. I think they're just disappointed with the shots and that they've just been tucked in. So like they want to come across as like they've done more damage than what they have to the teammates to make them look better, but make them feel better about themselves about getting tucked in. But Ahmed, welcome. He's 32. Yeah, I know he is. I can't believe you believed us, to be honest. But yeah, what would everybody like to see in the next gen version of GTA? Oh my god, 2 wheels there. I probably asked that question before, we've probably answered it about 5 times already, but I'd like to see 60 FPS, 4K, dedicated servers. That's the main things for me. And I'd like it to be released alongside a good DLC. So, I'm not asking for much. You want an RX-7? They should add an RX-7 into the game. I don't get why they haven't added one in. They've got all the other main JDM cars in the game, and the game's been out 8 years this year, and it just makes no sense how somebody's not sat down at Rockstar and thought, yeah, let's add an RX-7 in. I don't want people to start going on about, oh, well, we've got the Banshee, the Banshee's the RX-7. I'm sorry, that's more of a dodge of hype than an RX-7. It's not an RX-7 unless it's got flip-up headlights, and I know there is an RX-7 without flip-up headlights, and the front end of the Banshee is based off the RX-7. But it doesn't look exactly like the RX-7 because since about 2016 they've been ripping off car designs in general, so the cars look more or less identical to what they do in real life. So let's have an RX-7, you know. We've got a Supra. We've got a R32 mixed with an R33. Why can't we have an RX-7? Watch them bring out an RX-7, but they'll merge it. They'll merge it with an RX-8. Where is Rich RX-7 these days? He's not been spotted in a while. Welcome, by the way. Fresh Ethan, welcome. Motor Wars on triple for an whole month, I know. Weird, innit? Oh, come on. I thought I could fit through there. How's my day going? I've not really been up too long. I've only been up about 2 hours. Not even that. You gotta go? Alright, fair enough, Grim. See you in a bit. Street's the oldest. No, I think the Street's only like 20. Chris R, welcome. Usually July they do one. I think where this June date's come from is Mr. Boss's video. I don't know if he said it in his video, but it was on his thumbnail saying it's going to get released on 22nd of June. The next gen version of GTA, and I think people are assuming that we're going to get a DLC with the next gen version of GTA, which would make sense, to be honest. I think for how old the game is, these graphical enhancements, they're going to have to do more than just graphical enhancements to try and get people onto the game. So they're going to have to release it alongside a DLC. It would make sense. but who knows what they're going to do. I would kill a Fishman 71. Means you've got to upgrade. You're not got a next gen console. You're probably going to have to transfer as well, by the way. If you're not, well, I don't think we've heard any info on it, but you're most likely going to have to transfer your character again. So that means the PS4 version and the Xbox One version, after you transfer, you'll not be able to progress on it. I mean, you will be able to progress on it, but I think it's just it's separate. It's separate from your next gen character. Ain't nobody watching a Mr. Boss for the Win video. We were watching him the other week. I've not watched him in a while. I usually just, I don't know. I'd have him on sometimes, just in background. I'll listen to just whatever he's got to say. I'm just like, well, what a load of crap this video is. You're waiting for a GTA update / next gen exclusive or whatever to go to the Series X. Well, it'll be happening this year. It's probably going to get released at the back end of this year. They did still say, by the way, guys, that the game's still going to be coming out the second half of this year. So that's any time between July and December, but it's most likely going to be around like November time. The Xbox One and PS4 version of the game released in November. I know the 360 and PS3 one released in September, but that got delayed countless times. Well, that's the thing. When they release this next-gen version of GTA, is it just going to be, well, the DLC that comes alongside it, is it just going to be for next-gen consoles? And I hope it is, to be honest. I hope it is. I think they could get away with it just doing it on next-gen. I know some players might get irritated, all the PS4 and Xbox One players might get irritated, especially with it being hard to get consoles at the minute, but I don't know. I reckon a big reason for why the consoles are selling out. I know there might not be as much stock as what they wanted, but I've said this on stream before. Compared to 2013 when the last consoles came out, a lot more people buy new hardware as soon as it comes out. Like, how many more people these days buy new iPhones and everything as soon as they come out? Same with anything else. People always buy new devices as soon as they come out these days, whereas nearly 10 years ago now. It's weird saying that for 2013, but 8 years ago now. Not as many people did that. I know you've always had people go out and get a new console straight away as they come out, but it's more so than ever now. Everybody wants a new hardware straight away. So I think that's a reason why you're seeing less stock as well. It's getting sold quick because everybody wants it. I know you've got people just scalping them all, and the stock's less than what they wanted as well, but I think that's another factor that's going into it as well, that people are overlooking. Because I know a few people that wanted to pre-order the Xbox Series X, and a few people that actually did end up pre-ordering it. And with the Xbox One, I don't know anybody else. I don't know anybody else that pre-ordered it. Oh, with the F1 tyres on it. I forgot I had F1s on this. I never noticed them. This car kind of suits F1s though. Not too fake. Oh, land on that. A bit weird. But yeah, I'm on my own again. Nobody's on. The game's dead. Ninja Realm, welcome. Yeah, so if you've not heard, I said towards the start of the stream that in 5 weeks' time it's going to be E3 and Take-Two at E3, so if we're going to be hearing any GTA news, it's going to be 5 weeks away, which we most likely will hear GTA news. 95% certain we'll hear something about the next gen version of GTA at E3. We've got to, I mean, Take-Two's there, so surely I mean, it was about June last year, the start of June. Remember, when was it? 2nd of June? You know, when they did the PlayStation event, and that was the first thing that they showed. Remember that? That is a year ago, on the 2nd of June, I think. So it was about this time last year when they released info on it. You'll be on soon, alright? No worries, Fishman. I thought I was going to end up in that late then at the side. Let me know, what has everybody been playing? Have you been playing GTA or have you given up and started playing something else? Because I've not been playing this game again. And it's looking like I won't be playing this game again until the new version comes out. And I'm hoping the new version's got a good DLC alongside it, or else I won't be playing it. Which is a shame because I'll probably still stream it, you know, when it comes out and everything, but I don't know, they've got to step it up with this game because I just feel like the last 2 DLCs, I know we've said this on a few streams now, not been great. GTA 4 Life. Is that what you've been playing? You don't have a next gen console, so it's pointless for you. Red Dead Online, Days Gone, and Wreckfest. It isn't. I heard something about Days Gone 2, but I didn't really pay attention to it because I'm not on PlayStation. But I know people enjoyed it. Is that what you call that? I've seen something on that, I don't know, some other PlayStation game that came out recently. And it's crashing all the time. Which wouldn't be a problem, but it's one of those games where it wipes your progress. Like, you progress so far, you get to a boss level, you defeat the boss, and the boss is defeated for the rest of the playthrough, but if you die, you've got to start again, kind of thing. But if you die after you've defeated a boss, I think you don't have to defeat that boss again, but you've got to progress through everything that you progress through, if that makes sense. And you can see where the problem is, because around that game is, the crashing's an issue because everybody's losing the progress. Yeah, that Returnal. I gotta admit though, the gameplay that I saw, when was it? They announced it like almost a year ago now, didn't they? I remember watching it at that PlayStation event, and I thought, well, the movement looks a bit clunky, but it looks a lot more cleaned up. I know that was over a year ago now, so they could have changed it, but I don't know. It did look better from the odd gameplay I've seen. Will you have to pay for the new update on Series X? Well, it's going to be free on PlayStation. GTA Online is going to be free on PlayStation for 3 months after the release of it. And I don't think you get the full game with that. I think it's just the online, and you've got to. I think it's a part of PlayStation Plus. Whether you're going to be getting free upgrades on the Series X as well, I'm not sure. We'll probably hear some news on that. Yeah, I think it's Returnal that I'm talking about. It's that new game, isn't it? And it's like in space. It's a bit weird. Arsman69, welcome by the way. If that's the one in space, then yeah. Or wherever it is. Could be on L. Looks weird. It'll be free for returning players as a standalone game. And that's just for PlayStation players though, isn't it? Most likely will be for Xbox too. I'm not sure, you know, because they've got exclusive deals, haven't they, with PlayStation, so maybe that's a exclusive deal with PlayStation, because you do have to have PlayStation Plus, if I remember correctly, in order to get that. So maybe it is something to do with PlayStation. So might not be the case on Xbox though. We'll have to wait and see. You know what, let's just chill in somebody's garden. It's a shame you can't sit down, just randomly. I can move this chair though. I can't get it over this. There we go. Mate, this is harder than it looks, you know. The movement in first person on this game's weird. I've always thought it needed improving. Hopefully the first person gets improved, by the way, but I really doubt it. I think it feels a bit like this on Red Dead, doesn't it, if I remember correctly? How am I going through that now? What is going on? Series X players have to wait 3 months before they can play it, imagine. I think I joked about something like that one time and I thought, bloody hell, I hope I don't jinx it. So I hope you've not jinxed it now as well. What did the chair do to you though? Welcome, Wizard, by the way. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a thing though, that. What you've just mentioned there. I hope it's not. Because I'm on Xbox. And it's always been a multi-platform game anyways. When it's a multi-platform game and then certain platforms end up getting exclusives. Now, exclusive skins is fine. You know, like a PlayStation theme skin, an Xbox theme skin on something like Fortnite. But when you get exclusivity in terms of new releases and DLCs, it's a bit shitty, to be honest, when it's a multi-platform game. This chair's not having it. I'm going to shove it in the pool to see what happened. I don't know why. That's how boring the game's got. It just doesn't want to move anymore. We'll get the car. What's the Podium vehicle? Well, it's not updated just yet. I wouldn't be surprised, by the way, if it's the car in the thumbnail today. I've just got a feeling, but I don't know for sure. It's just a guess at the end of the day. Before the Tunables update, the car in the thumbnail is always a prediction. And it is on the Podium list, by the way. Can we get this in? Well, at least it sinks. Can't even dive under. Get me out. Oh, I thought it disappeared then. The only exclusive items are going to be clothes and probably some free vehicles. I can't even remember what they did. They were going to do like exclusive PlayStation things ages ago. But I can't remember what they did. I don't even think they did anything. I remember people talking about, this is like back in 2014, talking about DLCs that could be exclusive for PlayStation, but I think everything's just speculation like it always is. I mean, how many times have you seen... Oh god, don't land in the pool. I can see that pool there. No. That was close. I was going to say, how many times have you seen people cover this Cops and Robbers DLC for like nearly the past decade now? Oh no, and it has gone in the pool. I had to boost, it didn't let me jump. Wow. Do I play on PlayStation? No, I'm on Xbox, look. Oh, and by the way, that's just reminded me of something. If you're thinking about switching platforms and you've been on Xbox or PlayStation for so long, there's probably no point in switching platforms. You might as well stick with whatever you're on. If you want to eventually get the PlayStation 5 or an Xbox as your secondary console, then go ahead, but don't get a next-gen console switching your primary platform. So like if you've been on PlayStation for the entirety of the PlayStation 4, you might as well go with a PlayStation 5 and same on Xbox, because you'll lose everything that you bought, all your data on your games, and then you'll realise you made kind of a mistake and that you probably should have just owned 2 consoles if you really wanted to play one of the other console. I mean, Xbox have made it easier for you to get onto Xbox because they've got the Xbox Series S. So if you want to buy that as a secondary option to play, I don't know, maybe Forza Horizon. I think we mentioned this last week. Then go ahead, but just I don't recommend switching primary platforms. I've never done it. There's no reason to. So if you're on PlayStation, buy a PlayStation 5. If you're on Xbox, buy a Series X. And then if you want a PlayStation or an Xbox later down the line to play some of the games, then fair enough. Your character's an eye level on Xbox, so you stayed on Xbox. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people, when it comes round to, you know, new console generations, they'll switch platforms. So a lot of people went from like PS2 to... It's a bit different back then because there were less people online and stuff. But PS2 to Xbox 360 and then Xbox 360 to PS4. And then you've got even some people going from PS4 to Xbox Series X and then Xbox to PlayStation 5. You got 112 million? Nice.
Morse Mutual Insurance. How can we help you?
Let's call this back in.
I think we can help.
Can't believe that as well. Without a placemate, it didn't allow me to jump, which is strange. Welcome if you've just joined us, by the way. If you haven't done already, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe for more content to come. You are not using your personal vehicle. I swear I've just pressed that though. Is it going to arrive? Level 800 and something and 800 mil. That's what I'm saying, you might as well just stick with whatever platform you're on. But it's not just that, you know, all the games that you bought digitally. All your progress on other games as well. Just to leave behind. Yeah, I'm on Xbox. I swear I called that back in. I don't know where it is then.
You're through to your garage. You need me to bring you a ride? It's coming.
They must have sent it back in there. That's strange. It normally just gets dropped off over here, doesn't it? And then you can request it back. You got a PS4 but you don't use it much? Well, I can't remember the last time I played on a PlayStation. In fact, the last time I played on a PlayStation must have been, you know, when they have the consoles in stores. I've not even seen this in ages. And this must have been back in 2014. And I think the last time I held a PlayStation controller, it had no joysticks. Because it was a PS1 controller. You got a PlayStation 4? I don't know why I'm reading that again, because I just read that. I meant to read this one. You play on PS5 and Xbox Series X, fair enough. The PS4 Jet. That's something to do with the fan, isn't it? Well, I think they're changing it though, but we mentioned this before. Because some of the fans that they use in the PlayStation 5 consoles, like they've got different suppliers of these fans, and one of the suppliers has a sticker on the fan, but with how it's placed in the console, the sticker collides with the fan and then it gets hit loads of times in a second, because you can imagine how fast that fan could be turning round. And it's whacking this sticker and it makes it sound like it's got coil line. But I think they might have solved that now. Because that was the issue with a lot of consoles. You know, when it first came out, because you saw videos with people having like a coil line noise with the console. Like some of it might have been coil line. All devices have a noise like that if you listen carefully. But yeah, I think the issue with those consoles was probably the sticker inside. Because you remove the sticker and it's fine. But yeah. Raider, welcome. I don't know. I don't even know what sport you're on about there. I don't know if anybody's still struggling to get hold of one. Oh, don't end up in the water again. Oh, we're not. Land it. I don't want to bounce in. There we go. If anyone's struggling to get a hold of one, it might be best going to like a store or something and getting registered on, I don't know, some sort of waiting list if you can. Make the console controller smaller. I guess it's down to personal preference at the end of the day. There's nothing wrong though, I don't think, with a new controller on Xbox. It's not even that much smaller, it just fits in your hands better, I think. The problem with the other controllers, that you never notice because it was what you used to, if you use the new controller for a while and then go back to the old controller design, it just feels so like fat, the controller. It feels like it's too wide. It just, you can tell. It's a bit odd. If you know what I'm on about, you know what I'm on about. If you use the new controllers and you've gone back to the old one. It is hard to explain, but the old controllers, I never noticed that they were an issue at the time. But going back to them now, they feel terrible. But yeah, I use the new controller. The new controller design's a lot better. It feels better. I'd say the buttons feel better and everything. For the most part, it's still more or less the same thing, isn't it? They've not really changed it too much. However, the slight changes that they have done has made a big difference. Because it does definitely feel like a completely different controller compared to the other one, even though they've slightly changed it. But yeah, if you've used the new Xbox controller, you'll know what I'm on about. You don't like the PlayStation 5 controller, it's weird to hold. Well, that's the thing. I don't think they should have changed it too much from the DualShock 4, because if they drastically changed the Xbox controller, I'd have been a bit, well, what are you doing here? Because there was nothing really too wrong with the other controller at the time. So they've made minor adjustments to it, and well, I'd say quite major improvements actually, going back to how that old controller feels now. So it's made quite the difference, but they've slightly changed it and it's improved it a lot, so I like that. But with the PlayStation controller, they've done like a complete overhaul, haven't they? And I'm not too sure that's the way forward, because why would you like change something people aren't complaining about? Yeah, there were definitely improvements they could have made with the, what was it, the DualShock 3 on the PlayStation 3, because they had the same controller design since PS1 more or less. But that PS4 controller, that were a lot better, and a lot of people liked it as well. And you can't even use it on next-gen games on the PlayStation 5. The thumbsticks and the stick drift, really? You still use your PS4 controller? What, on the PS5? Well, the problem is with that controller. Now, a lot of people won't. A lot of people are casual players, you know what I mean? Especially on PlayStation. I don't know why I said that. PlayStation's the biggest platform, so if any new players are going to get a console, it's going to be PlayStation, so they're going to get branded as casual players, aren't they? So that's why I said that. Anyway. So there's more casual players on PlayStation. So you know those triggers, and a lot of people play shooting games like Call of Duty and everything. And those triggers actually have a negative impact on shooting games for online stuff. Maybe single player doesn't really matter, and single player you probably want a more immersive experience, but in multiplayer you don't want your gun to be firing like that, and I've seen how the triggers work. There's like resistance on it, and when you pull the trigger it like clicks, and there's got some right resistance on it, and it's in a shooting game. Is that really what you want? Do you want to be firing as quickly as possible? And a lot of people on games like that as well switch the bumpers around with the triggers. so they aim with the bumper and fire with the bumper. You get what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I get what they were going for with that controller, but for shooting games and most games people play, it's going to render them. And are they even going to realise that they can turn those features off in the settings? Hopefully they can. It's a bit like vibration, isn't it? How vibration distracts some people, but I don't know, it's kind of worse than vibration. Because it's resistance, it's making you shoot slower. You should have kept it the same as the PS4. Well, I don't understand why they just don't allow you to use the PS4 controller on next-gen games. I get they might want you to use some of the next-gen features, you know, with the controller on some of the new games, but I don't see why they're forcing you. Well, I do see why they're forcing you, because they want you to buy the new controllers and everything. But yeah, hopefully they change it so you can use PS4 controllers. Because a lot of people as well, they've got things like scuff controllers. You know, these are like pro controllers and everything like that. And you've got, what is it, the scuffed impact controller or something. So you've got all these custom PS4 controllers that you can't use on the PlayStation 5. The PS4 controller feels cheap. Well, what they should have done with the PS5 controller, I think, is done something similar to what they did with the Xbox controller. Because this controller feels a lot more better. Well, it feels higher quality than the old controller. And that's what they should have done with the PlayStation 4 controller. Because I've got to admit, the last time I held a PlayStation controller, I know it was like 2014 now, but it felt worse than the old Xbox controller. Quality wise, the plastic felt right cheap on it. Anyway guys, if you just joined us and you are enjoying, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe for more content to come. I don't know exactly what we're going to be doing after the Tunables, because there's nothing to be doing. I don't even know what's going to be happening today, because Motor Wars isn't ending until the 2nd of June, so there's a way of using scuff controllers on the PS5. Well, the thing is, you might have to use third-party devices, you know, like a Cronus or something. So then you can use any input device you want. So it kind of tricks it into thinking it is a PlayStation 5 controller. However, that's just unnecessary, because it could just make you use it without having to do something like that. And also, you can use those controllers anyway, it's just that you can only use them on backwards compatible games. You got the Series X controller, it's good, yeah. Have you held your old controller since you've been using that? If you haven't, go back to holding your old controller and you'll see what I mean. It feels awful compared to the new ones. It's like what I've been saying, they've made slight differences with the controller, or it looks like there's slight differences. But it's had a big impact.
What is going on? That's wrong. I gotta post this online.
Lucinda, what's up, homegirl?
More and more doctors are Jesus,
I don't know what to say. There's nothing happening at the minute. Can make it like the PS4 scuff controller. Fair enough. Mate, that were weird then. Yeah, you agree the new one is better. Yeah, that's something as well, because you've got the grips on the triggers as well, haven't you? It just feels a lot better. If you've not got a new controller and you're still planning on sticking on the Xbox One for a while, you can use the new controllers on an Xbox One. So if you need a new controller, I recommend getting a new one of the new ones. because they are a lot better. I've just got some like dust or something in mine. I'm just getting rid of it at the minute. But I've got to say though, every time I get a controller, you know, with an Xbox, the controller always ends up having a problem. And at the minute, the problem seems to be, it's not happened on stream, but now and again the controller will just disconnect for no reason. And it's fully charged up. So that's an issue. And then when that happens, the controller's like it's lagging behind. The buttons make more noise, but the D-pad. I always used to hold this to the microphone when it first came out. I've kind of got used to it now. It doesn't feel as clicky as what it used to do, but I think it's just because I got used to it. You wish the PlayStation 5 console, when you start it up, the video will always be the same when you power it up. Well, I don't know what it is. I've not played on a PlayStation 5. I've not really looked at them too much either. Welcome if you just joined us. Use a USB-C, connect all time, no batteries for you. I've got a plug and play kit, but I don't have it charging up constantly. Well, you'll see at the minute. Can I zoom in? I don't know why I need to zoom in on this. But look, it's fully charged up. Oh, it's nearly fully charged up. But sometimes when it's about there, it'll disconnect. And I think that's a problem with the controller. It's a special video that only happens once. What, when you set up your console? Setting up the console on the Series X is nothing special. You sign in, do an update, and there you go. I've not seen the PlayStation 5 in person, but I've got to say I've said this on stream before as well a few times, but the Series X looks a lot better in person than what it did, you know, on videos and everything. I actually don't mind it in person. It looks alright, it doesn't look out of place. Well, on the PlayStation 4, they've got different themes for like this type of things, don't they? So surely they might bring something like that out for you. Because you've got the classic one, haven't you? Or is that just with the classic PlayStation design or something for the 20th anniversary one? You know, the grey PS4. I don't know, I swear there's like different themes that you can download and it changes the way it loads up. The PS5's massive. Yeah, it's a big console, isn't it? I do think they should have gone with a design more like the Series X. It just looks a bit odd, the PlayStation design. But I can't really say for sure because I'm not seeing it in person, so it's kind of not fair. I do think the Series X looks better in person, like I said, so maybe the PlayStation 5 might be the same. Just gone up a tree there. Yeah, you can have custom ons on Teslas. Not everywhere though. You can have custom, yeah, you can have custom ons on Teslas in America, I think. I'm pretty sure you can in America. It might not be fully in America, but it's definitely some states you can. Because they have different laws per state, don't they? And it's, I don't know, it's a bit weird. You struggled a bit to get it out of the box. Well, that's one thing with the packaging as well. Compared it to the Series X packaging. The packaging for the Xbox is a lot better. And I know it's just the packaging. But to be honest, I couldn't believe how cheap the packaging looked, you know, for the PlayStation 5 consoles. Like with the Xbox Series X, you've got some nice padding in there. Some nice thick padding. And it is properly secured in there. Really nicely packaged, actually. If you've unboxed one or seen an unboxing, you'll know what I mean. And it opens in such a nice way as well. But with the PlayStation, I've seen an unboxing video for that, and it just looked awkward. And I'm like, really? I don't know, I reckon they could have done a better job with that. Because I have seen other people struggle with that when the unboxing videos first went up. They struggled with getting it out of the box. Whereas with the Series X, you don't even open the box up normally. I think, well, what happens is, was there a box in a box? I think there might have been a box in a box. Because it comes with the Halo box, doesn't it? Oh no, what happens is, it's like a chest and you open it up. There you go. So you have those seals on it, you cut the seals and then you open it up and it's like, I'm not kidding, it is like opening up a chest in a way. And then it's just there, nicely presented to you. And then you've got it in padding, and then I think in like a cardboard thing, you've got the controller and the cables in the back. The Series X looks good in person. Yeah, I'd have to agree as well. You don't have a USB though. My likes aren't updating. I've got to refresh to update, well, to see the like updates, because it says we've got 10, but it's only displaying 4 for me. Which is weird. Welcome if you just joined us anyway. If you are enjoying, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe for more content to come. I'm on my own today, nobody's online. The game's dead. Saying that a lot of people are busy at the minute, so that's why they're not on. Plus there's no real reason to be playing this at the minute. But yeah, hopefully when the next gen version of GTA comes out, or the next DLC, we go back to start playing some, more things on GTA. Start enjoying it again, with the playlist and everything. We're not playing Kalahari Crossing sometime, now. Yo, shall we launch that up? We've not played it in time. There's 2 Kalahari crosses, what on earth? What's happened here then? That must be a glitch. AH, welcome. This is a bit of a throwback now, this. Because we've not played it in a while. Okay, just download them though, to change your Tesla on. You can't go more than a minute. Hang on, you can't go more than a minute before seeing an organisation destroy products. I know, the public lobbies are a joke. You got one of them Kalahari cars? Mate, the Kalahari, it's the best vehicle in the game. Look how many I've got. I've got 5. You know the rims on this car as well? I've said this before. That is a prestige emblem. I'm sorry, but look at them. It's a prestige emblem on COD. Look at them. Look at those rims. You wish GTA would add all the online cars to story mode? Well, they stopped that just to try and get people to buy shark cards. So then they could actually get the cars in online. Because a lot of people used to try out the cars in single player beforehand, before actually buying it online. We've escaped! No way, we've escaped Kalari Cross. And we've blown up, no! I couldn't land it, we're flying about all over the place there. I've angled this wrong. Oh no, I haven't. We're out again. Let's have a look under the map then. It's weird being underneath it, isn't it? I didn't even think I've had a look at this myself. Not when I made it. Weird. Anyway, there's not much to look at actually. Play some Motor Wars. I can't play with randoms at the minute. I'm trying to avoid lobbies like that at the minute. If you're wondering why, by the way, this is what happens on games like this. You know how it's peer-to-peer. I've talked about this before. I think this was on a stream 3 weeks ago now, so you might have heard me say this already, but I don't think many people are watching. There's people that offer services, so then, well, they'll make something. They'll have like a database, and they'll provide you a service, and on this database, you'll be able to search up gamer tags, and it'll show you their IP addresses. They've not really done anything special in order to get the IP address. All they've done is, they've had like bot accounts. They're not like bot accounts, but they've gone into games and they've got your IP address from a game like GTA Online where it's peer-to-peer. And they've uploaded your IP address and linked it to your gamer tag on the database. But it's got to be some sort of bot account because I imagine it would take too long to do it manually. So then if you encounter one of these accounts, it'll upload your IP address and your gamer tag to that database, and then if people sign up for that service that they're providing, they can search your gamer tag and get your IP address. And I'm not connected to a VPN at the minute, so I can't play randomly with people. That's why I'm in an invite only at the minute. Fair enough, Kill Lord. Thanks for joining, by the way. Hope they change it to double cash. It's triple at the minute though, isn't it? Well, it's the same on any peer-to-peer games, Ninja Realm. That's why I want the game to have dedicated servers. I've always thought it should have had dedicated servers for the longest time. It's always been a problem, people DDoSing people on GTA. Let's quit this. It's pointless doing that, isn't it? I'm on Xbox. You can tell with that overlay top left. Amstrad 64. But yeah, the tunables should update in about 20 minutes or so. Elite said he was streaming today as well. It's Elite Live.
So you heard
Don't bloody end that. Not yet. Nearly ended my stream then.
Coming over next week. I'm totally getting laid and shit. I'm feeling okay. Little heartburn sometimes, but it's no big deal.
Yeah, it's 9 AM at the minute. It's normally about another 20 minutes until it updates. 20-30 minutes. An Xbox One or a Series console. I'm on the Series X. Don't tell me I'm stuck. Oh, there we go. Let me just check Twitter. Actually, I don't think I've seen any new GTA news. I did have a look earlier, but there's nothing to talk about. If you've just joined us and you've not heard yet, I have said this a few times though. I say that a lot. I've said this a few times. It's just there's no new things to talk about. It's going to be 5 weeks until we hear any new GTA news because Take-Two is going to be at E3, which is in 5 weeks' time. If you cast your mind back to last year, that's when we first heard about, the next-gen version of GTA, with the PlayStation event. It wasn't at E3, it was PlayStation's own event. But they're going to be having their own event, I think, for GTA. I'm guessing so. I saw on Twitter that they're going to be at E3, so yeah, that most likely means we're going to get some info about it then. So 5 weeks, we'll have something to talk about. Red Dead Online might be getting an update on the 1st of June. Really? So that's when the Outlaw Pass expires. Some games though, when the passes like that expire, they don't actually release a new pass straight away. Hopefully they do, because it'd be better for the game. They shouldn't really do that. They shouldn't have like a downtime like that with passes. So hopefully something does happen then. Don't say that. They're looking like Mr. Bosses, right, for once. It's 22nd of June. Nobody's on. He's AFK, by the way. Look at him. AFK leveling up. Leaving all his 3 consoles on. Oh, by the way, I'm undecided yet, and I don't think anybody will be here from this stream that I'm about to mention, but when I streamed Destiny when the next gen version came out, or the next gen update came out, should I say, that was the last time I did a Destiny stream. I said I might do another Destiny stream at some point in the future. Well, the new season comes out next week, and I wasn't sure whether or not I was going to stream the previous season on my channel when it last came out, and I didn't end up doing it, and I'm still undecided. I kind of want to, but at the same time I don't want to, because the thing is with Destiny, a lot of people that make content on it play it all the time and they know absolutely everything about it, but with me it's like I play it for so long, check out all the content, do it all, and I stop playing. It's like I'm kind of out the loop with things, but on here it's easier to follow this game though. So I feel like I know most things about this game. Plus I think it's just a better game to make content on. But I don't know, I might be doing a stream for Destiny next week, but I'm most likely not going to be. But it is something I've thought about, so I just thought I'd let you guys know. But Elite's going to be streaming it apparently. I don't know how true that's going to be, because apparently we're going to be streaming GTA today and he's not bloody on. So yeah, we're going to be streaming the item shop last night. Didn't end up streaming the item shop. He was going to be streaming GTA. He's not online at the minute. So will he stream Destiny? That's another thing. There's no other reason for having Motor Wars on triple for a whole month. Yeah, it is a bit weird, that, isn't it? Hopefully it's a good DLC, though. What on earth, that was strange. A scramjet is a weird vehicle at times, isn't it? No one else talking in the background. Peaceful. Well, Fishman said he were coming on soon. I think he's just going home at the minute. Let me see if I've missed anything on Twitter. Probably not. Not really seeing much. Well, I don't get this. This is off topic here, but you know how you follow topics on Twitter? You can follow like gaming topics and follow like certain games on it. And you see tweets about certain games and consoles and whatever. I've got one for Halo here. And the thing is, Halo Infinite's going to be the main Halo game for 10 years, and they're going to continuously update it and add new stories into it and so on. Kind of think of it like Destiny, but for Halo. And the problem people are saying is, because it's coming out on the Xbox One, it's going to be updated for the Xbox One for 10 years. No, they will stop updating it for the Xbox One after like a couple of years or so. They just want to cash in it on everybody that's on the Xbox One currently. And then they're going to stop supporting it. You know, like how they stopped supporting GTA 5 on the Xbox 360 and the PS3. I know it wasn't cross-gen with current gen, and it was a different version of the game, and this is going to kind of be the same version of the game, and there is cross-gen on it. But I can't see them continuously updating that console for Halo Infinite for 10 years. It is just not happening. In 10 years' time, we'll have the next-gen consoles. So, they won't still be updating the Xbox One. There is no way. They've made it easy enough for you to get onto the next generation with the Series X when it comes to Xbox. So I don't know. People just don't think about things. Anyway. Maybe the summer update will be will be some tame editions. I thought you said same editions then. But that kind of is the same editions anyway, tame editions. Because bloody past DLCs have been a bit naff, haven't they? Some new contact missions, vehicles, and the Panther. King Chews, welcome. Hey guys, Slicko here, mate. Slicko's pissed off. You don't get mentioned here anymore, Slicko. Flight Sim looks good on Series X and Game Pass. On Game Pass, sorry. It's going to be coming out this summer, isn't it? It's massive though on PC, that. Elite's going to be streaming that. It's like 160 odd gigabytes or something. Are you doing any free giveaways? No, I'm not doing free giveaways. I'll tell you what, if I get 100 likes today, guys, I'll give away some V-Bucks. I'll give somebody on Fortnite. I've got 600 V-Bucks at the minute, so I'm absolutely minted on it. Cops and Crooks summer update, lol. Well, that's the thing. This Cops and Crooks crap, I can't believe it's still going on. We'll talk about this until the Tunables update. Because I remember for ages, the Cops and Crooks DLC were always going to be a thing. And where that comes from is, GTA Online was originally supposed to be different to what it actually ended up becoming. So it was more supposed to be like a Cops and Robbers sort of mode. So there were a lot of animations that were kept in the game for this other version of GTA Online that were never removed, and people had access to these animations by modding, with the mod menus on 360 and everything. So that's where that come from. and they were saying, oh, maybe this is something that they're going to add in later down the line, but it was just content, basically. And it's probably content we'll never see because it's not been used in 8 years. Never been used. You want G-Coin? Mate, nobody wants G-Coin. I mean, nobody in chat even knows what G-Coin is. I'm not bad, King Chews, how are you? 2 long ads, is that what they've given you? Mate, YouTube are getting a bit too confident with these adverts. I've had a few like that. You get like 15-second adverts that you can't skip. I swear they're 15 seconds and then it says 1 of 2 and it's like, oh, you're taking the piss. You can't watch without ad blockers anymore because if you have an ad blocker on, it restricts what content you can watch. G-Coins. But every 21. Every 21 he's got 5,000 G-Coins. YouTube is as bad as TV adverts now. Mate, TV adverts. Oh. You got an ad that was an hour and 20 minutes. You get all sorts of strange adverts. I swear I've had one that's 4 hours before, and I'm just like, why is somebody's live stream an advert? And it weren't even like a gaming live stream. It was some like weird Zoom call. I'm like, what is this? I skipped it after 5 seconds, like, but I thought, why? They paid to have a 4-hour Zoom call live stream as an advert on YouTube. Do something really cool like 5-star pigs. I mean, get online and do it yourself. Twitch is just as bad. Well, Twitch in the minute has got what is it? I saw it on Twitter. You've got all these like, what is it? Jacuzzi streams or something. So you've got all these females in these jacuzzis basically with bikinis on Twitch. And I don't even know how that's acceptable because it's softcore porn at that point, isn't it? If you've seen the pictures and seen some of the clips on Twitter that's been going around about that, you'll know what I mean. I can't believe they're doing it. It does make Twitch look bad. Anyway, I've not seen any news. I'll start restarting games soon anyway. I don't like Twitch. I've never been a big fan of Twitch. Alright, I'll come on. Mate, we're not playing with over 21. He's a Spurs fan. Look at him, he's got bloody Son Heung-min as his profile picture. You didn't skip it, you just muted it. But you watched the entire advert. I need to put live chat on. It's silly how live chat doesn't come on. Let me just refresh everything. See, likes aren't updating live today. I had 4 likes and now I'm going up to 14. Kappa. That's the only good thing that's come from Twitch. They even changed that Poggy emote for some reason. Man City versus Chelsea. Well, I'm quite happy about that. I was saying to Irvy yesterday, I'd rather it be an all-English final. And in Europa League as well. I mean, I might be a bit biased because I'm English. But I don't know, it's nice to see English teams doing good in Europe, no matter who it is. Even if it's some oil-rig team like Man City and some gas team like Chelsea, I guess. But I don't know, I'm glad there's English teams in final again. I think it'll be a better game than what you had last time. The one in 2019 when it was an all-English final, I think that were a bit boring. We're obvious what we're going to win. I don't think Tottenham had it in them to beat Liverpool. I don't even think they did much. I didn't even watch that game, to be honest. and the PSG game and Bayern Munich game last year that were a bit boring. But yeah, I this could potentially be one of the better finals, I think, in the last few years. English boo. Sissigans. If there's going to be one team that's going to let English teams down from preventing it being an all-English final, it's going to be Arsenal. This is what Europa League is. And they're two teams that really shouldn't be in Europa League anyway, for how big they are. Anyway, let's start restarting the game. I'm not going to go on about dodgy football owners anyway, because it's something that irritates me. You would rather have Zidane versus Pep, to be honest. Yeah, get that from a manager point of view. Can't believe Motor Wars is a month long. I know. What on earth? Talk about NFL. But you know I don't like NFL. It's silly though. I'm not a fan of Arsenal, but I will say their owners don't care. As long as that club's making money and they're making money off the name, they don't care. Like look where Arsenal are in league. There's no way they should be down there. A team that big and they make that much money, and they're in what, 9th? It should not be happening. It's all because the owners don't really care unless they're making money. Tiny, well, you would say that, mate. You see, Tottenham's protests, they were bloody shocking, mate. You had him from We Are Tottenham TV walking around with a small shitty sign, compared to God knows how many Arsenal fans that turned up at Emirates to protest over week. And then you had Man United fans over day on pitch, and cancelled match, in protest to owners. It's still the Revolter. I forgot it was a Revolter. The Revolter's terrible. NFL, lol. I get why you might say that, but it's with all helmets on. But to be honest, the way they've got to play that, they've got to have helmets on because it's just reckless. There's no rules in it. It's just, I don't know, it just looks so unorganised, you know, when I see the odd clip of NFL and it's like, people only watch this because it's chaotic. And I think, what a typical American sport. Everything's got to be like chaotic. Everything's big and over the top in America. That's what it seems like anyway. Maybe that might be a bit of a stereotype, but football quiz time. Or American football. Best striker in Premier League history, mate. If you say Harry Kane, you're getting a timeout. You don't really watch football? I don't really watch live games. It's something that I don't really support a team either. I've got teams I like and dislike. The teams that I dislike, teams like PSG, you know, it's just fake clubs, just had a ton of money poured into them. But I don't know, supporting a club, that's a big thing. That there's a lot of people that say they support a team, but it's like, do you really support a team? Like, how many people probably say they're like a Man United fan or a Real Madrid fan or something like that, and they've never been to watch a game. They don't know the full starting 11 and stuff like that. Like, supporting a team is a big commitment. And a lot of people that say they support these big teams, they know barely anything about them, if you get what I'm saying. They're just teams that they like and prefer over other teams. They don't necessarily support them. But anyway. Alan Shearer, Verstappen or Hamilton? It's got to be Hamilton. Mate, Hamilton's British. I've got to back him. You've been an Aston Villa fan for the last 32 years? You'd love to go and watch a game? But I don't live near it. I don't live... Well, compared to you, I live near it, yeah. Eric Cantona. My dad's got like a poster of him. It's like a drawing though. But I think it's like a print, it's not an actual drawing, it's just been photocopied. Lando or Hamilton? Hamilton. I guess you're talking about driving point of view. I mean, Hamilton doesn't stream on Twitch. Lando played PUBG that time with, what's his name? Wacky Jackie. Thierry Henry. Yeah, he wasn't a bad player. You know, that's an harder one, that, because I think he could potentially be better than him, but I don't know. I don't really follow F1 too much, but I say the next big rivalry could be George Russell and Verstappen. It depends what bloody team George Russell ends up in. Because Williams is crap. I'm not a big F1 fan anyway, so I could have got that wrong, but I'll watch the highlights now and again. I do keep up with a few sports that I find somewhat interesting, but it's not like I'll sit there and watch an entire F1 race. It's not like I'll sit there and watch an entire football match. But I do keep up to date with what's happening. Boxing weekend, you can't wait. I'm not overly into boxing, to be honest. I think boxing is better than what is it? It's not really the same though, is it? But what is it? UFC, MMA, whatever. I don't know. I don't really like that. You see these UFC fights that get hyped up. They never live up to the hype. But I just think it's not something for me, to be honest. You'll come on and play COD if you're bored. Mate, I'm sorry, but did you see the way we died on COD last night? And you would have played that game? Oh, it's not updated again. Fury or Joshua? I think Joshua's a better fighter, but I don't know. I think Fury's got a better personality. I don't really know too much about boxing, so yet again I could have got that wrong. But Fury's definitely more interesting than Joshua. Have you seen the new Battlefield? Well, that image that got leaked. I've seen the image, but there's no gameplay. Ali A or Pie Face, now you're just taking the piss. It's clearly Ali A. Agent Harry, welcome. Where's Elite anyway? He said he was streaming today, and he said he was streaming the item shop last night. And I was disappointed when I went on YouTube before I went to sleep and didn't see the new item shop. Gutted. I thought, well, thank God I'm not a channel member. I'll be wasting my money. Pie face any day. Yeah, come on guys, let's get that like button up. Oh, it's got to be Jake Paul, come on. You know, I don't actually like KSI, to be honest. I don't rate his content. I've said this before, but we're not getting into KSI again. Kavinsky, welcome. Man, that's a joke, by the way. I don't prefer either of them. Jake Paul's a knobhead. Jake Paul should have won. Should have won what? You think he fell asleep? He's fallen asleep again. He's still asleep now. You know, I don't want to get age restricted. I can't read your jokes out. I don't want to get age restricted. You can't mention anything, well, I might have already got demonetized. Or age restricted, sorry. But something I said earlier. But you can't, like, bring up sexual content. Because it gets age restricted. There's, like, certain things you can't bring up. I know I'm playing GTA and it's an 18 plus game anyway, but... You know, from the clip I've seen, to be honest, I don't think that Ben Askren were that good, to be honest. I don't think he's that good of a fighter. From what the odd thing that I've seen, but to be honest, it did look like he were there just to get paid. I mean, he's laughing and smiling afterwards after he's just lost a fight. I mean, you've just lost a fight against Jake Paul and you've got a smile on your face. Never be me. Well, that's what it is. Well, Jake Paul will always fight somebody he knows he's going to win. I wouldn't be surprised if he fights somebody else before KSI. I wouldn't be surprised. The thing is, with this Jake Paul thing in KSI, Jake Paul fights people he can beat every time. So he'll fight somebody else that he's going to win. And he'll fight somebody else after that he's going to win. He'll win like 3 more fights. So then this KSI versus Jake Paul fight's got more hype than it ever has behind it. And then as soon as he can't generate any more hype for this KSI versus Jake Paul fight, he'll end up fighting him because when there's no more hype being generated, there's no more money that's getting pumped into it. You get what I'm saying? So he's just going to delay that for as long as he can to try and get the amount of money that's involved in that fight as high as he can. While he's making money in the meantime, fighting other people that he's going to win. I mean, who did he fight? He fought somebody that's the what's his name? The other guy that he fought before it, and he was in the NBA or something. He was always going to beat him. He was always going to beat him. Same with the other guy. Like, he's not even that good. Do you remember that fight I had against Deji? Anyway. Not talking about Jake Paul. Mayweather versus Logan Paul. That's just I don't even know I don't have an opinion on it. I've accidentally gone to my garage, haven't I? Crap. You type really quickly, you know. I don't know if it's whether the messages come through once, but Kavinsky, mate, you type rapid. I'll look away a second and I've got like 3 comments from Kavinsky. I'm like, what? Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Gapper. Oh, it has updated. Oh, it's a bloody Winky. Why is this on the podium? It's so shit.
Vehicle on the podium. You can win it with
Why is this? I saw it on the podium list and I thought, with the Winky. I didn't even give it a second thought. I thought, bloody hell. I forgot about it. Right, well, I need to make a thumbnail then, don't I? And if Photoshop doesn't load up because I've not got enough bloody space, then I'm going to have to just use this image. So yeah, it's the Winky on the podium, which is unfortunate. You've spelt it wrong as well, Irving, mate. Got to pull you up about that. Lol, it's like the Kalahari. Don't compare this to the Kalahari, mate. This is terrible. At least the Kalahari is a fun vehicle. This is that bad. It's not even a fun vehicle. Yeah, it is an L. It is an L. Anyway, let's try and win it anyway. I'm trying to make a thumbnail at the same time, so I might miss some of your comments. So if you want me to read something, it's best not commenting at the minute. Come on, let me on the wheel. The wheel is broke. Oh no, here we go. I thought the wheel had broken then. Oh, Photoshop's loaded up. Looks like VIP creates a double money. Couldn't read that then. Let me open this up. Right, let's spin this then. Let's multitask. Right. Well, that's not even going to load up. There we go. I'll say that, the mystery prize, what I'm going to get. Resupply the meth. Oh, piss off. You know, you can get some cool prizes, you know, with a mystery surprise. But, that was shocking to be honest. Right, so if you've just joined, the podium car is the Winky. I'm just quickly updating my thumbnail. I've not got one saved for this because I didn't think it was going to be another trash vehicle. Turning into a Yank, by the way. It ain't trash, but anyway. Let me just quickly save this, guys. I'll not be long. And then we'll get into the discounts. If you've just joined, this is the podium vehicle, the new one, the Winky. I wouldn't recommend trying to win it because it's crap, but it is one of the newer vehicles, so you might not have it. But this is one to avoid, I think. Don't worry if you don't win this. I will be getting into the discounts very, very shortly. I'm just updating my thumbnail. In fact, we can try and multitask, can't we? We'll multitask. I just want to get through it relatively quickly, though. Because the discounts, we've had some naff discounts. Let me just quickly change this, because it looks a bit clickbait, you know, with the car in the thumbnail at the minute. Then it's the bloody Winky, not that. Right, there we go. It should have updated. The Winky log. End stream. Me, I'm not ending my stream. Ending my stream for like another hour and a half. We're only halfway through. Anyway. Oh, I didn't check Benny's. Right. So it doesn't look like any of these are on sale, but the Benny's discount could be on sale. I say that every week, and it never is. The Dodo is normally free for me, by the way, so there's no planes on sale. Legendary Motorsport, what's going to be on sale in here? If anything. The Paragon Art, this was on the podium. Was that not on sale last week? Is it not updated properly? Because I swear that's been on sale. Hang on. Was it the regular? I don't know. God knows. Doesn't matter. If that's on sale this week, it's shite anyway. Well, I can't see anything else. Yeah, that was on sale last week. I thought it was. I forget because I don't play the game midweek anymore. You can renovate your MOC. That's probably on sale as well, the MOC. The Stockade's on sale. What? Wow, okay. The Ardent. Weren't these on sale as well? The Half-Track, the Ardent and the APC. The Night Shark's a new one there. The Night Shark's alright actually. If you've not got a Night Shark, buy it. I'm sure it's been on the podium, so you should probably have it. And it's been out a while. But yeah, an alright vehicle, the Night Shark. Recommend that. The Night Shark's the best thing so far. Make sure you don't have anything inside your personal storage if you upgrade your MOC. Well, you know, if you do upgrade it and change it to something else other than personal storage, the cars stay in there. They don't disappear. It's just you can't access it, can you, unless you change it back. So yeah, you should probably change it, but I did that once, and then I changed it back, and then there was an LG Retro in it for years. That's the wrong website. I meant to click on this one. There's probably going to be no boats on sale. They'll laugh if they were all on sale then. Every single boat. Weaponized Tamper. Why is that on sale? Is anything going to be on sale on this website this week? Because I don't think there was anything on sale last week, if I remember correctly. We had all these cars that normally have on sale. Just ignore them. You know, these ones here. And these ones. Ignore them. No. I can't imagine any of these are on sale this far down. It's just pointless. Right, well they're not on sale. Keep going to the wrong website. Nightclubs aren't on sale. Clubhouses aren't on sale. Hangars aren't on sale. Facilities aren't on sale, and bunkers are on sale. But bunkers were on sale last week, so I think that could be an issue. Or a bit of a glitch. I'm not sure, because the Motor Wars, if you didn't know guys, the Motor Wars event is currently scheduled to end on the 2nd of June, I think. Which is next month, and they don't normally do things like that. It normally only lasts for a week. So God knows what's going on with these discounts that we can still see this week. But the Podium car has changed. I'll show you after we have a look at this. Officers aren't on sale. There you go, the Winky. Right, I'm back in chat. Discounts at Benny's. You already own a Night Shark. You got it for free in the After Hours DLC on Xbox. Loved it ever since. Yeah, it is a good vehicle. It's a nice one, isn't it? Right, let's see if there is double on anything else. So what happens on June 2nd? I don't know. It'd be the 3rd of June that it ends though. They always say it ends the 2nd of June, but it always ends the early hours of the following day. First person's rubbish. It did say something about Stunt Series when you were loading up, did it? Yeah, people are hoping that it's going to be a new DLC, but I don't think it's going to be a new DLC. Third person's the best. I don't know, I prefer first person in games to be honest. But maybe that's just because I played a lot of first person shooting games. Don't bring up third person anyway, you'll have Irvy going on about third person. If he's still here. I think that's always there on Thursday. Honestly, you was AFKing out like crazy this week and the game's still running with the bonus going. Ash Gaming, welcome. What's double money? I think somebody said it was something to do with VIP crates or something. I've not really seen anything myself. Let me have a look on Twitter actually. I might see something on my GTA list. That being said, I get some shit info lately from this GTA list. It's not even updated yet. We got breaking news 2 minutes ago from Elite. This is what he said. I fell asleep last night. I guess I streamed too long. So this is when he streamed yesterday. I told you, he missed the item shop. He missed the Fortnite item shop. No, I don't think he's streaming GTA today. Shall we tell him to get online? Cargo warehouse, but without the NAT glitch. Is that what you've done? Let's tell him to get online. He said he was streaming GTA today. Look, I'm all on my own today. Irvy said he would join him, but he's not. Where's Mikey? Mikey's busy today. Does it say he's still online? No, it doesn't. His console might have crashed. He's appearing offline. Mikey AFK's though. He's on all the time, Mikey. He might not be playing, but his console's on. Because that's how he levels up. He levels up while he's AFK. That's why he's like level 1000 and odd. I think he's level 1,600. Or nearly there. All you can see is triple cash and RP on Motor Wars adversary mode. Let's have a look at that. There needs to be a quick way to flick through these. Always got to scroll through them. Which is a shame, really. Well, Motor Wars is kind of like a knockoff Battle Royale, isn't it? We'll get there eventually. Here we go. Triple cash and RP on Motor Wars, look. I don't recommend playing it. It's terrible. It's worse than Fallout 76 as Battle Royale. Saying that weren't that bad, to be honest. It's just got ruined by them perk cards and everything. Say it were Fallout, it were alright. I enjoyed it. 220 kill games on it. Motor Wars boring. It is a bit boring, isn't it? Gilly was saying in his video what the enhanced and expanded edition needs to do is overhaul the damn UI. Well, the UI could be improved upon because it's always been the same, hasn't it? I don't think they need to fully revamp the UI. I just think they need to do a quality of life update on it. Just make it so you can scroll through everything quicker and more responsive. But yeah, I do think it needs. It's always needed expanding on or updating and improving. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of quality of life updates. A lot of people are hoping for a lot of bug patches and everything just to fix the game up with a lot of the issues that are in the game at the minute, but I don't think that'll be the case. I think you'll still get a lot of issues happening. If anything, the fact that it's on a new game engine, it could mess with some of the things that are already in the game that weren't broken before. You know, like how vehicles perform and everything. So I'm not really looking forward to seeing what's going to be happening on the new gen GTA. I'm a bit nervous for it, to be honest, in that regard. So yeah. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the vehicle physics too much and any other physics in the game. And hopefully it doesn't introduce new bugs, but we all know it's probably going to be the case. Like the Fallout 76 at launch. Fallout 76, I don't think it's a bad game. I don't think it was too bad at launch. I just think a lot of people thought it was something. It was going to be something it wasn't. The bugs didn't help, let's say that. Okay. Sorry, I'm replying to somebody. Bloody revoker. Is Fishman on yet? What is Fishman doing? Fishman's late for the podcast. By the way, the best discount this week is probably the Night Shot. Let's get it up. Where is it? It's further down, isn't it? The stockade. Why? I don't get that. Who wants to buy that? Anyway. So yeah, you can get it in different colours. I forgot about that. And you can customise it in any workshop, I think. 747,000 for a Night Shark. Not bad. It is a really nice vehicle. Do enjoy it. YouTube's playing up as well this week. So if the stream's buffering, it might just be because of the server you're connected to. He was doing that for me in Elite Stream yesterday, and also my lights aren't updating automatically. Rockstar rate us all. I don't think they hate us. I just think we're neglected. Nah, they're probably working on things in the background that we don't know of. But they could have done a better job, let's say that. I don't know, there's plenty of things they could have done. And it's low effort things as well, like adding in more of those 10 challenges for a million bonus, adding double cash and RP on something that's actually worth playing, introducing new free content, complete so many challenges, win a free car, you know what I mean, and stuff like this, win a free Benny's upgrade, just to try and get people to do something that they don't normally do, so then the time they invest in the game feels like it's been worthwhile, because at the minute you're just playing the same content over and over again for the same sort of thing. You know what I mean? And then it's just like, is there really any point in playing because it's the same thing I'm doing over and over again for the same things, you know what I mean? So they've got to look at different ways how they can keep players in every week. And they need to come up with ways to prevent people from thinking, well, I'm doing the same thing every week, this is a waste of time. And by, reintroducing those 10 challenges that you can do every week to get 1 million, that gets people in the game. Double cashing RP on something that's worthwhile, like ice or something, that gets people in the game. Free vehicles that people can unlock, or free Benny's upgrades, that gets people in the game because they're getting something for free. They're like, oh, this is cool, we're getting free content. Let's play GTA this week. You know what I mean? I can just mix it up and do different things. I'm sure a team at Rockstar in 10 minutes could brainstorm things like that and come up with better ideas than me. So if I can come up with those ideas in, not even 2 minutes, surely Rockstar can do better than that in 10 minutes with a full team of them. And surely that can't be that hard to do and set up in the game. It's the same things we get with the tunables every week, and it definitely needs revamping. I said we were going to make a video on this, but to be honest, I've just not enjoyed GTA at all at the minute, so that's why I'm not really been making content on it. And for some reason, I know I'm rambling on a bit here, this reminded me of the channel member wallpapers. If you're a channel member, tomorrow you're going to be getting a new wallpaper. If you want the wallpapers, you've got to become a channel member if anyone's curious about that, but only become a channel member if you want to use the emotes in the chat. That's all it's for, really. It's not really for supporting the channel because the membership's only 99p. So yeah, if anything, all that money's going to YouTube, not me. In fact, I do get some of it. I think I do get the majority of it, actually. What is going on with my stream here? YouTube is playing up big time. Is everyone still here? Let me know. Let me know in chat if you can see, because my stream, it's gone blank. But yeah, I'll type all the emotes in the chat. Hang on. Let me just see something here. Don't do that. Not yet. It's doing it again. It's because I'm tabbed onto it. I accidentally end up clicking that. Add stream marker. I'm trying to refresh this to try and see how many likes we've got. It's not refreshing. We're on 20 likes on here apparently, but it's only on 18 on the stream since I refreshed. Sorry about this, guys. YouTube's terrible, isn't it? I'm guessing you can still hear me. Probably pulled your plug. It creates double money? I'm not sure. I've not seen anything. I think somebody said VIP creates or something. It is double cash. But Motor Wars is triple cash and RP until the 2nd of June. I've not seen anything on Twitter either. There's a new Fortnite bundle out. That's what I've seen on Twitter. But yeah, somebody might have to remind me if I don't release these wallpapers tomorrow. Remind me. Because I've forgot about it before in the past. But yeah, it's a 4K wallpaper. Oh, and all the emojis as well that we're going to link you. And also a quick Photoshop. Don't save. Because I don't want to save that. No businesses, a double. Thanks for letting us know. You wish test fun would get a bloody move on. Yeah, here are all the emotes, by the way. There's 7 of them at the minute. The more members we get, the more we can unlock, but to be honest, 7's a nice amount. We've got Chunk, Silver Supra from the Always Getting Silver in the Ice meme, Fishman for Fishman. We've got a Kalahari for Kalahari Cross. That Mikey B, that's basically our cap of it, basically. That Mikey B emote. Then we've got Mrs. P, Mrs. P, I don't know where she is. Liam P never plays on that character anymore. I don't know why. I'm sure there's a reason for it, but he plays with bloody fake Mr. P after he deleted Mr. P. And then we've got the Supra number 1, and the reason why there's a number 1 in the background, because somebody asked me about this beforehand, is because because we had a silver Supra one. So I changed it to number 1 in the background because I was experimenting with just writing things in the background, seeing how it looked. So I just thought I'll just put number 1, and then I ended up using that. I should probably update it because it probably would look better with just me on it, but never updated it. And the reason why it's number 1, it's Supra number 1 because of that China number 1 meme. That is another reason as well. Should get a typist with how much you bloody type. Need a winky emote. Now the winky's terrible. It doesn't even deserve being on my screen. Let me turn around. Look at these two here. Oh, I'm kidding. Does this livery have eyes? What, this livery? I see what you mean. It's like the pattern's duplicated, isn't it? Yeah, I see what you mean. But yeah, if you just joined us because we've got some more people in that weren't here earlier. Take-Two are going to be at E3. Seen from reliable sources on Twitter from game journalists, I think. I can't remember who it was now, this was a couple of weeks ago, but Take-Two is going to be at E3. So most likely in 5 weeks' time we will hear news about the next gen version of GTA. Might get a trailer and some more information. So keep an eye out for that. So we're 5 weeks away now. And if we're going to hear any info on GTA, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the next time we hear info from now until then. Some people have been saying we could get a DLC because of this Motor Wars thing that's ending on the... well, it's going to be the 3rd of June. No, it says the 2nd, but it's normally the 3rd. It's always the day after. So yeah, just keep an eye out for that info next month. 5 weeks, not long now, say we've been waiting a year, but it'd be nice to have something. Let me just check something. No new tweets just yet. You know, one of the things you can remember someone saying with the expanded and enhanced thing is that COVID saved them. As if they had done that with people there in person, people would have rioted. Well, I don't see why they even did it at that PlayStation event sort of thing. PlayStation probably made them reveal it. That's what I was saying last year. I forgot about this. I reckon PlayStation did make them reveal that. Because he just... The trailer that they showed was all old footage from old trailers. So it was like... Something just felt off, you know what I mean? It wasn't as if they wanted to reveal it. But because they've got like that partnership going on with PlayStation, that's why they had to reveal it, because PlayStation wanted to show it off. That's what it felt like. They had no new footage to show us, and it just felt like it was pointless. It was just an announcement, weren't it? And then they made that just crap trailer. And it was crap. We can't lie here, because it were all old footage. There were even 360 footage in it, and PS3 footage in it. In an expanded and enhanced trailer for current generation consoles. What a terrible trailer. Anyway, so that trailer were definitely, I wouldn't say rushed, but they weren't ready to reveal that at all. You kind of disagree with that statement, so they better pull out something good. We're seeing at the end with the three of them at the end with the fuzz out in the background. I think when they did that, a good portion of their fan base left. How about 6 times, 7 times increase for gang attacks, or you have to do a certain number of gang attacks in a certain amount of time to unlock a vehicle, or 1 million? Yeah, that could be a cool thing. Even stuff like that, just something a bit different that rewards people. And it feels like it was worth the time, you know what I mean? That's the thing with a lot of games. It needs to be designed so it feels fair. And when the game's lasted this long on GTA, you need to be able to complete things in a fair amount of time, so it just doesn't feel like it's taking a long amount of time. Because I imagine that's a problem with a lot of people doing some of the things on this game. You wish we could turn off gang attacks. You know what I always think it is now? When I see gang attacks, I always think it's the red zone from PUBG. I'm like, what's red zone doing here? I don't really. It does remind me of the red zone now. It comes up, red on the minimap. Elite's in bed, he's not getting on GTA. Be having bonus time soon in 10 minutes. 2 hours on GTA. Don't know what we're going to be playing. Here he is, look. Mate, get online. Got some more Vicroys to get today. Well, Fortnite yesterday, bloody hell. I was at the end of the game, right, and it was like a 1v4. And it was streaming it. I've not played in a while, and I thought, oh no. So I weren't used to the sensitivity, because the build sensitivity is different, from the gen sense. So compared to the game that I've been playing at the minute, my general sensitivity is slower than what I'm used to. So that was weird. And then when you press B to build, it's way quicker than what we're used to. So it threw me off. Yeah, but we could have won that game. I'm disappointed in myself. We could have won that game. We could have won them all. That like 1v3 thing at the end, when you all got sniped. If I'd have been playing the game, I'd have killed them easily, to be honest. The thing is with Fortnite, with the building, you've got to be on it all the time. Or not on it all the time, but it's got to be like the main game you play. I got alright at building again. When was it? At the start of the year and over Christmas time, because me and Slicker were playing it a fair bit. Be back in 15 when it updates. Fair enough. Why can't games be like that all the time? I think the reason why the lobbies were so easy yesterday was because we were playing with what's his name, Revoke, and he doesn't play, does he? So it was just putting us in with crap players. Skill-based matchmaking. The skill-based matchmaking on Fortnite is actually pretty good. I don't think it's that bad. I don't find it to be BS. You can have good games if you get what I'm saying. And you can tell it's the same sort of lobbies you're in all the time. But I do feel like, even when I have a good game, some of the players that I've gone up against in the past have been good players, and they're on my sort of skill level. I think Fortnite have done a lot of things right. However, I think they could have done some things better. Your new game comes out tomorrow, what's that? Resident Evil Village, you're streaming it. Let's try and get 35 likes, guys. We're not hit 35 likes in ages. Let's hit 35 likes, come on. We're only on 22 likes. Would make sense why the MOC is on sale too. Oh, MOC missions are on double. Sorry, I missed your comment there, Rush Gaming. Bloody silly season. Silly season. We're not saying that meme again. Bloody primal shotgun. That's it. Thing is, when they need to design weapons in Battle Royale so then it feels like you're being killed in a fair way. If you feel like you die in a Battle Royale, it feels like it just wasn't fair. It's irritating. And people are less likely to continue playing the game. And every time you get tucked in by the primal shotgun, it just feels like they've had such an advantage over you. And it's just been so unfair, it's not balanced. So then people get irritated with the game and stop playing. Honestly, they should get me in charge. Anyway, let's head out now, because nobody really cares. We've not even been able to read Ted's tweets because he's not updated. It might have now. Your Fortnite leaks list appears above my GTA list. Here we go, he has tweeted 7 minutes ago. Podium vehicle, the Winky, triple cash and RP on Motor Wars all month long, double cash and RP on mobile operation missions, free time speed boost on gun running research. That's interesting. 50% off bunker supplies. You log in to unlock the Invade and Persuade Suck t-shirt. Oh, it just says T in fact. 40% off MOC plus renovations, Phantom Custom and All Custom. 40% off Night Shark Technical Custom, Stockade, Weaponized Tamper, 50% off the Mark II weapon upgrades and Premium Races Crossing Paths. Right, there you go. Let's go. You might stream it. Mate, I was disappointed last night. I was saying this earlier when you didn't stream for the item shop. I got in bed, ready for today's stream. I thought, oh, I'll see what's in the item shop. And you weren't live. I was like, well, can't believe it. I thought I was going to land in the pool then, because we landed in the water earlier. Nearly landed on somebody's car though. Convertible. Have we killed him? We have as well. Wow. There we go. Clothing unlocked. Invade and Persuade t-shirts. Oh, you don't like the scramjet? The Podium one. Oh. Yeah, the Wink is terrible, isn't it? If you want to rewind the stream and have a look at everything you can do. We'll have to look at this and then we'll decide what we're playing for bonus. So.
Feel free to try whatever you want.
Where will it be? I don't know why we're going over there. It's a t-shirt, isn't it? So it's going to be under... They're under special, aren't they? Special tops. Unlocks.
With an app that fits into a 3D model of my body type.
I forgot what they even call it now. It's the Invade and Persuade tank or something, isn't it? That we need to look for. I don't even know. Does it even matter? It's probably not a good t-shirt anyway. That one's quite nice though. Where is it?
I really need a snack. All
That
I've
one.
eaten today is romaine lettuce.
2 L's in a row, yeah, the Revolter and the Winky. Not good.
Take it easy.
Hey, love the car.
Right. Let me know what game you want me to play in bonus time. If anyone's got any suggestions, let me know. I'll tell you if I can play it. Or just round up GTA. And by the way, if anybody's wondering why we do bonus time now, is because GTA is just a bit boring. We're not doing the playlist at the minute. Because everyone's just a bit, I don't know, tired of GTA at the minute. That's why. But we'll be doing playlists again in the future when we get a good DLC and there's a reason to be playing the game. It just feels a bit more revitalised. see that pole down there. I swear to God, we best not land in it. I don't think we will. No, miles away. No one's on yet. Elite's still not on. Right then. Shall I leave it there for GTA? See, these are all the games that I've got installed. What shall we play? Let me know. And then we've even got, because if it's a small game I can install it quickly. Game Pass and EA Play. So we've got all these games, look. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything else before we go off this. No, I haven't. I think that's it for this week. What shall we play then? Has anyone got any suggestions? Let me know. In fact, I know what we can play. This thing, because I installed this the other day and I thought it was crap. So we'll play it on stream, see how it is. So let me type in bonus time. Oh, there's an update for it, like a small update. Five Nights at Freddy's. I'll install it. We'll play this for 20 minutes or so and then we'll switch to Five Nights at Freddy's. Which one do you want me to install? I'm crap at it, by the way. I think the second one's the better one, to be honest. Five Nights at Freddy's 4. The first one. I've no idea what I'm doing on the first one. I'll install it though. The audio is loud though when they jump scare you, which I'll forewarn you. I think it is loud. Free is a joke. Do you not like Free? Remember when this trailer first released and everyone was so hyped about it? It's such a naff game though. I'm sorry, but it is. It's a naff game. Oh yeah, I forgot about that guy. Is that installed already? Right, we'll play this first though. And then we'll play that. Log in. Oh, I'm not creating an account. Do I have to create an... I best not. I agree. Oh, God. If I have to create an account here, we can't play this. You like the second game? Do we get car 98s? I'm sorry, but if we get car 98s, I'm playing as these. Because in the other mode that I played, because I played the other one already. I'm in a party still, aren't I? I don't want to be talking in game chats to people. Yeah, you get car 9s. You've got to watch this tutorial first before you can play though, I think. Oh, it's got the toggle. Feels a bit like DayZ, to be honest. Feels better than DayZ though. DayZ on consoles. Naff. It's a bit slow as well, this sensitivity. I don't even think you can change it. Oh no, here we can. Here we go, sorry. Controller aiming speed, aiming mode sensitivity multiplier. There we go, that's quicker. Quick 1/8s kind of thing. Right, I don't think that's perfect for me, but right, exit battle. Because you've got to play this before you can play a normal game, I think. Cayo Perico, the event week? No, it's not. I don't think it is anyway. I've not seen it. I've read everything off. I want to be this guy. Because I want the scope on it. Oh no, I've pressed join any team. I don't want to be the Americans. I don't want to use the Springfield. Oh thank God it's not put me as Yanks. The Kar 98 is always superior to any other gun. Sorry, I'm just messing with my sensitivity here. Oh, it's not bad. Time them 360s. Why is it aimed so high up in air then? I don't even know what's going on here. Nearly blown up. I could just hear a load of Germans screaming. I don't know what it is. It's enlisted. It's some like free-to-play game. Yeah. Can't you see how everyone pinging car 9s in Springfields? Have a beat. Who's blowing me up there? Why is it? Where's my scope gone? Well, that's confusing. My scope disappeared. I've been revived. The aiming thing is weird. Notice I changed the sensitivity. Because it didn't feel like this the other day that I played it. The aim assist was ridiculous. It just like snapped onto him a bit like that. No, old medkits, do I need to use it? Why are we yelling? It's Invasion of Normandy. Might be this guy. Squad is not ready for battle. Wow. Gotta wait. Nine respawns left. I think a lot of people are just dying, to be honest, on this. If you want to watch GTA, by the way, feel free to rewind. I don't know what we're yelling about. What is this here? Oh, it's the car 9 before the car 9 sort of thing. Sounds good for this. Oh, we're an enemy then. See what I mean? It like snaps onto me and sometimes it doesn't. It's weird. God, he had a machine. It's like one tap as well. That would make sense if he's being killed by an M1 Garand. Stuff like that. I thought I'd run a turret then or something on that. It's like, you know, Call of Duty Hardcore, where you die in one shot. Hang on, because my microphone's a bit delayed. Alright, sound and better, yeah. There we go. You hear me? Test, test, test. Yeah, it's a bit weird this. What a car 9 again. It's definitely hardcore, you die in one bullet. There's a guy now. You see how he just snapped in air then? Will be this guy. I did that earlier, you know, when we were aiming with this. Just aims higher up, like that. I'll have to get a good sniping spot here. You see what I mean then? Because it didn't like ADS properly. Look! What is that? I see what it's doing the iron sight, but that's weird. I don't know, think this is primarily a PC game. And they ported it to console, I think. Feels like it. I think they're still working on it, so... maybe it's just me thinking it's going to be more like something I've already played, but it's not.
We've lost control point Bravo.
There's double money, and I think it's on... what is it now? I think it's mobile operation missions. Double money this week. Have they already done the first wave then? I was expecting this to be like we were in, you know, with them bunkers on NG-42s, just shooting at them, running up beaches, because that's the invasion of Normandy. I mean, it still is like. I'm guessing these are AI. It's like Day of Defeat. No, I can invite you if you want. There you go.
Control point Charlie is ours.
I need to get away. I don't want to die, because if I die I've got to wait again to get a scope back on it. Can't just run around with a scope. It's swaying around like mad. You see what I mean? You aim in and it doesn't... The crosshair in the middle doesn't always aim in at the centre of the screen. Look, why is it down here? Why is it down there? This AI is giving my position away. Right, they've got to be bots. The actual players are using M1 Garands. They just one-tap me with M1 Garands. It's semi-automatic as well, so... Should be using, what is it, Gewehr 43 or something. I think that's how you pronounce it. But I'm not German, so... Did he live? Oh, I've knocked him. I think that's an actual player. It's got to be, because... Yeah, actual players get knocked, I think. Like I get revived. See what I mean? He didn't even hit me first time, but like the one time he does get me with that M1 Garand, I end up dying. Am I able to use this? MP34. Might not go. I'm just going to run in, but it might not go according to plan because I don't know this building. I don't know any equipment either that I might have laid down. Bouncing Betty's on this game, I imagine. It's moved anyway. Straight over this building. Somebody's nearly blown me up.
Auf geht's, ja!
The enemy's captured control point Alpha.
I'm trying to heal myself, but it's just walking automatically. Maybe this is one of those beaches. Now with tank support. Have that. How do you reload? Graphics are alright on here though, not too bad. Nice frame rate as well, pretty consistent. We're over here, I think. See that triangle there? Oh, they're over here.
The enemy is captured control point Bravo.
That were a guy though that I've just killed. Cause you see his game tag there. Somebody killed me and shot me back.
The enemy is captured control point Charlie.
I want to respawn with the Kar98 with the scope on there. There we go.
We're almost out of
Can you get up there?
reinforcements.
I don't like how you've got these AIs following you around because it gives away your position. There's some MG42s. People on B again. There's a tank there. Well, he must have a nice spot. Oh, pick my scope back up. I'm just gonna run in at this game. Oh, he's got a I'm on carbine. He sprayed at me. Oh, because there's not a Gavere. I think that's how you pronounce them. Am I saying it right? You know what I'm gonna mean anyway. That Gavere 43 or whatever it is. It's a bit like the M1 carbine, or the German version of it. Oh, we've lost. I don't know, I guess we've got that automatic thing, but surely they've got a Thompson or something. Campaign. Oh, I think you've got to unlock things. That's it, Gavere 43. New weapon. Wonder if I unlock that, level 7. MP40. Ah, so you can adjust it. Right, I see what I mean. I see what it means, sorry. I see what this is now. You know the other map that I couldn't get to? They'll have different maps on each battles that they have in the game, so this is somewhere else now. This is like further down compared to where we were last time.
Allies are taking control point Charlie. The enemy is capturing control point Alpha.
Alright. They've been artillery strikes.
Under our control.
Well, I'm not expecting that.
Is taking control point
I know it's going up right next to me again. No, we're just running, I've lost my scope. I swear I'm Germans though, and the announcer's American.
The enemy is
I can't
capturing
even see him properly. M1 Grand.
We've lost control point Bravo.
What is going on? It says on my D-pad that I can have a knife. Here we go. I want to know if you could run quicker with a knife out. And lie down to shoot more accurately. So I'm not sure whether some of them are bots or some of them are just actual players. Because the way some people are playing, I'm like, nah, they can't be real people. You know, like the guy just killed them. Oh god. It's gone on single fire as well, this.
We've captured Bravo.
Can't even see him, it's so dark where he is, under that tree. He's over there though. See him there. Where's that M1 Garand thing? Just here he is. Look at that. Like a red area here. That's a player, but that's... He's got a controller symbol, is that? Because he's on PlayStation. I'm not sure, has this got cross button? Does anyone know? That's just disappeared, that must have been a bot then. Unless he's left. Well, that were him. That was the guy that disappeared on my screen. So what's gone on there then? That's a different guy. And now I've been... I don't know, that's strange though. You see that though? On my screen then, I went to aim in on him. He disappeared and then he's behind me with a shotgun. Well, that's just disappeared again.
Control point Alpha.
Bit of network and manipulation going on here, I think. Not gonna lie. It's him again. It's got to have a scope on it because, you know, for the other classes I think can
The enemy
unlock
is taking
scopes
control
further
point
down.
Bravo.
So I didn't even see where he shot me from. You see what I mean? He was stood like this, weren't he? Crouched, aiming in, and then all of a sudden he's behind me here, and he just disappears. And I think he were holding a shotgun. I'll have to have a look at the stream again, but there's a lot of that on games, you know, network manipulation, like switching and stuff like that. And he's on PlayStation as well, or he could be PC, so I think this game has got crossplay because you can't have underscores in your name on Xbox. So I think those controller symbols are PlayStation players. So there might be some decent going on with crossplay because they've set it up in a cheap way so there's more packet loss, so it could be that. But some of the other PlayStation players haven't been like that.
We've lost control point Alpha.
Can't see him. I'm shooting through grass. I shouldn't run in like this with a scope on, should I? Because I can't have it all the time. I need to do some proper sniping with it.
Control point Bravo is under our control.
Oh, I'm about to shoot him as well. Somebody's got me, I don't even know where he was from. I was surprised it took that long for somebody to knock me then. Because look at this area here, it's open. All these Americans are riding like Vietnamese farmers. Is that an American? Oh, he's got a German helmet on. They didn't have a friendly symbol up there.
The enemy's taking control point Bravo. Captured control point Bravo.
I've just killed somebody. I hate how the crosshair and the scope just drifts all the way around the screen. It's weird.
We've captured Alpha.
That's a bot though. Wow. He was shooting for a while actually. I didn't think you were an enemy. I thought you were just a teammate behind us. If he was shooting me that entire time, bloody hell.
The enemy's capturing control point Alpha.
There's two people just camping in here. Can I not jump over that? They're in here somewhere. I can hear them. I think they're upstairs. I need to get upstairs. bit risky though, this. Some barbed wire here and all sorts. Save our guys. When I say I heard that ping then.
Control point Bravo is ours.
For that guy then. It's not worth running out there because you've got so much cover and you can barely see it. Why is it locked in like that? Get out of the way! What is going on here? It's a bit laggy there. You see that? So I just jump down and go for it.
The enemy has captured control point Charlie.
I wanted to run in there, I knew what was going to happen, but it didn't let me run, you know, after I fell down, so I don't know if that's something to do with me just falling that far down, or what. He rushed further up though, I'm just going to jump down here. Well, that's off of my blow then, you see that? I think the bots killed me. Somebody's shooting something at me there. Oh, I didn't soften it then, you see what I mean? But I can sprint straight away this time.
We're taking control point Charlie.
Rip. We shoot through this. Should be able to, but I'm gonna go this way. Bit risky than that. Somebody had me in the sights. It's weird when it aims in sometimes.
We've captured all
Yeah,
control
can get me scale back anyway. A random advert. Hang on. There we go.
The enemy has taken control point Charlie.
Alright, fair enough, fish 'em up. No, this might be a good spot here.
The enemy is taking control point Alpha. We've taken control point Bravo.
I can hear them all, but I can't see them. I know I've ended up just running in again with scope on it.
Get it together, men. The enemy's almost won.
Well, that then. I'm stuck on it. Get me off. I've died because of that.
Enemies are attacking control point Bravo. We're almost out of reinforcements. We've lost control point Bravo. Control point Charlie is under our control. Victory was not ours.
We've lost.
We've lost the battle.
When it's out on Game Pass. I own the game anyway. I've just not played it in ages. I said I'm going to play Five Nights at Freddy's, didn't I? But I don't think I'll be bothered now. Different map again. We're getting this. Oh. It's like some weird delay on it. Crashed into a bloody wooden post.
The enemy is capturing control point Bravo. The enemy is taking control point Bravo. Control point Alpha has been lost.
I'm guessing it's killed him.
Control point Alpha is under our control.
Not seen anyone. I can't see him properly. I'm moving as well automatically. I don't know why.
We've lost control point Alpha.
What's that noise? There we go.
We've taken control point Alpha.
I shouldn't be looking at all them.
Control point Charlie is ours.
Climb that. This game is something.
Control point Alpha is ours.
Why is it like drift to the side? Who are we shooting here? I can't even see him. Oh, bloody hell, there's loads of them as well. Oh, it's no wonder I died straight away though. Four achievements? No, one actually. Is that even this game? Yeah, it is. Get your first kill. Should just full send it one of these. Put it all in it. We're stuck. Here we go. Oh, sorry, I went looking there.
We've lost control point Charlie.
I see. Right, the driving isn't that good.
Capture control point Alpha. You must return to the battle.
You control everything with the left stick, the accelerating, the turning and everything. Even the braking. It's done with the left stick. See, the AIs keep shooting people. I'm not even seeing. Oh, they've got to be bots. The real player was here, I'm sure. Yeah, that's him on the turret. Big rip. A big rip for me as well. Don't put me in with this guy. That was one of mine then. What are you doing? That's a real player as well. When they get knocked, it's definitely a real player. Because you get knocked, you know, when you're the guy that you select to spawn in as, but then when you switch to the other ones, you don't get knocked. So the ones that you spawn in as are always player controlled, I think. I like how it's somewhat realistic though, you know, with how everything is. I need to get away from this artillery. I don't want to die with this. So you've got Germans using German weapons, Americans using American weapons. The thing is with like World at War and like other games like that, you can just use any guns no matter what side you're on. So. This you've got to be Germans to use a car9. There's loads of them there. What a... You see him then? I bet you barely saw him. Especially on stream. The aim assist then. Moves around too much sometimes. All my AIs have been killed. No. Well, that were a real guy then. So when all your AIs get killed, you can't get res. Right, fair enough. You were right next to me there with that guy that's just coming in, and he missed me point blank. I know I missed him back, but I've got the scope on my gun. Plus, I would just stood still for him.
The enemy is captured. Control point Charlie.
Someone's in a vehicle. Just gonna try and run everyone over. Him. Can't even see him properly.
We've captured Alpha.
Ran over somebody on TTV. to reload? Oh, that plane is one of these with the car knives.
The enemy is captured. Control point Bravo. Hold the line or we're done.
Right, they're definitely AI. Yeah, that's his team. What guns he got? M1 gun on, yeah. That's definitely him then. Oh, God. Reload quick. What on earth?
Control point Charlie is ours.
That's ridiculous. I don't know how they call that in. They shoot it from somewhere, I think. Yeah. Don't know where from though. Well, they were waiting for me again. Oh no, somebody's blew me up.
We've captured Bravo.
Got another canine with a scoop.
The enemy has taken control point Charlie.
Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't think I'll be playing that this week. I'll play next week. I've been on this too long. I'll probably be ending stream after this game.
That's it. This 93.
I can barely hear you. It's Minute Street. It's a bit loud this game. Have knocks in them. I know I'm running in again with this, and I should probably be sniping normally. Oh, we've been defeated again.
We've lost the battle.
"42 kills. I know, we'll play next week though, we'll play next week. You'll have to remind me though. Tomorrow, you've got another wallpaper coming out, 4K wallpaper, so keep an eye out for that. Hopefully I remember to release it. That's for channel members, that is. If you're wondering about these these wallpapers, it's only ever for channel members. So yeah. I don't think I've got anything else to mention, so if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe for more content to come. Follow me on Twitter for updates if you wanna. Link down below, and I don't think I've missed anything out. I know I sound a bit bored at minute 2 now. I'm just listening to myself on my stream because I can hear myself at minute. But yeah, thanks for joining everyone. I do appreciate it. Thank you for joining, and I'll see you all next week. Goodbye.